All right. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Good evening. Welcome along. It is a little bit later than normal. That's actually going to be funny. For some of you, it probably feels like it's half an hour earlier than I'd normally be live. For the rest of you, it's half an hour later than normal because we hit daylight savings over the weekend. So it's actually 9:30 p.m. here, New Zealand time. So we are a little bit later than normal. But I have family staying at the moment, so we're up and chatting and waiting. Well, not waiting, but I didn't know if I was going to go live tonight, but they've all gone to bed, so I thought let's jump in and probably do a little bit of a shorter stream tonight, but we'll see how we go. We'll do what we can do. So welcome along, everyone. Nice to have your company this evening. Now, I'm trying something to see if this is going to work or not. Can't see it yet, but we're going to have a look. I've downloaded, Farms and Bob gave me a suggestion on an app last week where I can see both the vertical and horizontal chat in both streams. So I'm just going to wait and see till I get some chat coming through on everything to see if it's going to work or not. It looks a bit laggy. I can see Corpnut's message. It's saying hello, you're in there. And there's Woody's one. So it's a little bit laggy coming through on Caster Labs. But we'll see how that works as well. That might be a good way to be able to keep an eye on both chats and not forget about the people on the vertical while I'm talking to those of you on the horizontal. So there we are. So anyhow, what's the plan tonight? Well, I was trying to figure out what we're going to do. I've got a few things that I've come up with a plan for, and we'll talk about those in just a second. But hello, why? How are you? Corpnut, good morning to you, mate. Welcome along. Bovine, evening, buddy. How's things? Has it started raining up your way yet? It's meant to get wet here in New Zealand over the next day or so. Edsy, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. You're on. Good morning, my friend. Welcome along. And Woody, what's up, mate? Good to have you here. We've got Game Channel YouTube over on the vertical stream as well. So nice to see you. Thanks, mate, for tuning in. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep an eye on whether both those chats work or not. It'll be interesting. It'll be a good little test. Right. Just trying to figure out. I'm not going to do any Lego building or anything tonight either. It's just going to be a straight up stream just because of what I'm planning to do, and also just because it might be a little bit hard to I didn't have time to set everything up. Right, so what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What's my plan? I was going to talk about that first. So we're going to get in and deforest, as the stream title suggests. I'm going to cut down pretty much all these trees. We've got a few through the bottom here. Might leave that one in the corner, just, you know, have some trees. Basically cut down everything that goes this way. Might keep that one, maybe those three down there on the edge of the field. I'll basically take all of these down as far as I can, which I think will be about there. You can see the field border. And basically create another field up in here. So that is the plan. The other thing I want to do, now I've come up with a few different ideas, and there's been a few mods that have come out in the last few days, or the last week, which kind of helped my situation a little bit, I think. And one of those is, jump in here and have a look. I've downloaded, there's a few I've downloaded, but I was going to try, this one, where is it? So we've got the John Deere Telehandler looking black sheep modding, and I thought that'd actually be a good way to be able to handle all our pallets. Then I thought, hang on, it's $90, you're going to pay $97,000 for that. Great to have. Might be a little bit expensive. And then I thought, hang on, this came out today, which is the Man Curtain Slider. I was like, oh, that'd be pretty cool because you can put the Powfinger forklift on the back, so I could have got the forklift. And then I thought, well, actually, let's go a step further and actually have a look at the Powfinger. That's 37, and then we can get one of the trailers here for, if we go for that one, 25 or 35, so that's 72,000, or what's that, 66,500 for that combo, and it's cheaper than getting the truck, and it includes the forklift. So that's kind of what I was thinking a little bit. Might be an option, so we might go and do that. But the first thing we're also going to do is going to lease a logging trailer. So I'm not going to mulch these, we're just going to straight up cut them, load them onto the trailer there. So I am going to try and lease that. We don't need to do anything special with that. So we'll lease that. It's costing us a couple of grand. So hopefully we can make a bit of money off the trees. Probably could have cut the trees down and leased it to try and reduce the amount of time we have it for, but it is only based on the time you use it, so we should be okay. And the other mod I downloaded and thought we might try, maybe not today, this might be another day, but I downloaded the bee mod that came out today. How cool. Has anyone had a look at that? The bee revamp. this looks awesome. Like, you can have a bee population and colonies, and they produce nectar, which then gets converted to honey. They can swarm, so you can have too many bees in a hive and it'll split the hive and you'll lose bees. You'll get different yield bonuses depending on how many colonies you've got. It's all pretty cool. I thought that's actually going to make bees a bit more interesting. So we might give that a try. Let's see what happens. But first things first, we're going to go around and cut down some trees and just sort of chew the fat and chat. See where we end up. So yeah, that's the plan. Right, let's see if we can get these nice and low. There we go. Don't talk about rain in the UK. It's the last week of non-stop rain. Yeah, I keep on hearing about all the rain in the UK. Don't you worry about that. So we'll do all this as we go. De-limb and basically get them ready to throw up on the truck. As we go. Oh, alright, there we go. That's sorted. Hey Philip, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome along. Nice to have you here. Craig, nice to see you as well. Same on the other side of the North Sea. 10 minutes to cut down as many trees as you can and get into the sour point. Go. Maybe we should make a game out of that. That sounds like a cool competition. Hello, Mrs. Prof. How are you? Did you miss some breaking news? I don't think you missed any breaking news. Should you have? Was I meant to share something? Have I missed some breaking news? I was late. I was late, if that's what you mean. I got a good haul of Lego over the weekend. We were in Wellington for the rugby and got to the Lego shop and picked up a few sets, a few Speed Champion sets. They had a buy 4 get 3, buy 4 for the price of 3, so picked up 4 of those. Finally got the Ayrton Senna McLaren, which I've wanted for a while, and also picked up a Star Wars set that I've kind of wanted for a while, so that's what that is. Dr. Fish, how you doing? Nice to see you. Blue skies in Oregon. Show off. Oh. What am I doing? Crouch. There we go. Yeah, have I missed some breaking news, Mrs. Prof? Nothing here. Right. Well, I got new glasses. Do they look slightly different? That's breaking news. Ah, no. So, haha, we had that conversation. No, it's we had daylight savings over the weekend, Mrs. Prof. So I'm actually half an hour later than normal. Truth be told. How have I got rid of these last time? I used the delete objects function last time, didn't I? There we go. Yeah, so it's actually 9:40 PM, so I was technically half an hour later than normal, but for a lot of you, it'll be early. So there you go. We skipped forward an hour on the weekend, so I lost an hour's sleep on Saturday, which I wasn't too happy about, but it means summer's around the corner, right? So I'm not going to complain too hard. "27 trees in 10 minutes. Ooh, that's just about all of the ones that are here then, Woody. We did a trip from Welly to Palmy back today. Lots of farm equipment on the go. There is. I commented about that yesterday. So I'm just outside Palmy and we've had slurry tankers. Silage guys have definitely started. So obviously dried out enough for them to get into the fields. We've had choppers running past us. Silage trailers. Starting to see some ploughing and all that sort of thing going on. So definitely 'tis the season. 80 degrees at 1:40 AM. That sounds rather toasty. We've had a couple of beautiful, beautiful days here. It's been nice and warm. It's good. But it is meant to get wet for the next day or so. Hopefully not too wet. School holidays at the moment, so the kids are off. Normally I'll try and set a better notification, Mrs. Prof, but we've got family staying, so I wasn't even sure if I was going to get to do a stream tonight, so I didn't want to schedule it and disappoint. So it was more of a pop, let's go type deal. Right, I've deliberately focused on these ones because they're the straight trees, which are a bit easier to pick up and load first up. So if I get bored of doing this, I can just get the other ones out of the way and not worry about them too much. Saw your first one too, Bo. Yeah, I saw some videos of some guys going up Tiaumudu way. Right, how much further have I got to go? If I can topple this one in the right direction. Hey Chad, how you doing? You're not late at all. I'm early because of daylight savings. So we've had a little switcheroo here in New Zealand. It's skipped forward for an hour. So I was early, you're not late. You had rain all through to Gisborne today, did you, Stu? Yeah. Well, it's coming. It's coming. Right. These three on my land? Must be. $103 in October. Ooh, you're 101, Mrs. Prof. Right. We are going to be... What are we going to be doing? We're doing a From the Field with FSG on the weekend. We're going to do a little bit of a sort of wrap-up of what's happened in Farmersome World since we last did one, which was at the beginning of the month. Or beginning of last month, so we're going to have a stream with him. Just kind of recap everything, which will be good fun. My biggest question though is going to be, and I think one we've talked about the most, is what don't we know? What haven't we been told yet about FS25? That's what I'm most excited to find out. There's got to be something. There's got to be something that they haven't shared with us yet. So that might be a little bit of a what do you think type question. Now, am I pushing the boundaries of my field here? Nope. There's going to be just as we managed to sell all our silage, we can have a whole lot more once we've mown this and got it all bailed up. Hey Chris, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, you're in Vegas, Woody. Viva. Alright, let's get rid of that. Now, where are we on the map? Look. Oh yeah, we're there. So our property's just there. You can just make out the road. So probably those ones. But like I said, we'll come back and do the ugly trees later. Kind of a catch-22. Do you do the ugly ones now, so you're not running around as much, or do you do all the good ones now? Sure, what's going to be best? Ground spill. Interesting idea. Green Fingers Farms, how you doing? Good to see you. what did I see? I thought I spotted a couple back up. There's a couple over there. Completely ignored those on my first pass. The winter had finished in WA, but apparently going to cop a real bad storm tonight. I hope it's not too bad for you, Scott. Right, I'm just going to check something. So Nightbot's just posted over there. See, I don't know which one it was on now. I reckon that's going to work. It's going to work. Any new Lego builds since the logger? Yeah, mate, we've built a Class Zerion tractor and cultivator. We've built a John Deere forage harvester, and we've just started last week. I'm not going to have a chance to do any tonight. We've started building a class telehandler. So, yep, plenty still to go on the Lego front. Righty-ho. What have we got? One up there. That way, I can sprint a bit faster that way. Oh, a couple up here. Okay. I'm pleased to hear you. Fantastic. What a good way to be. G'day DK, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Lately, we've time spent space engineers in War Thunder with a good friend of my twin, and when all of us get on Railroader. Reading tons of books. Nice one, mate. How's the lungs going? Hope you're keeping healthy. Or as healthy as you can. Alright. That's our sort of thinning done. Thinned out the easy ones. Taking the low-hanging fruit out. And we'll move on and do the slightly less friendly ones next. Right, so let's go find the truck. I think they're actually quite easy to see in this light, which is good. Oh, there's our trailer. Things are just spawning all over the place. Because of as I said last time, we need to have a clean up around the yard. It's a bit messy. It's Case Steiger 600 fully operational, looking for a mower next and harvester. Solid. I'll just tweak this in the back here. Alright. I could always think about selling that trailer if we did pick up the Powfinger trailer. I know it's possible there's a mod, there's a prefab for the Powfinger that you can actually add into a mod. I could always put it on the back of that trailer too. Get it customized, but let's just figure out what's going to be best. Right, let's go get some logs loaded up. So here we go. Haven't gotten any worse in the last 18 months, that's great to hear. Excellent news. G'day Dutch, how are you? Good time of the day to all. Good time of the day to you too. See, I was so late getting this organised, I haven't even got a whiskey in front of me. Not very well planned, was it? Right. Let's go and try and park in the middle. So we're, if you're just joining, we're slowly going to clear this area out. We've talked about it a few times, and we're going to go and get rid of some trees. So that is the plan. That's the plan, get rid of those. Hey Bender, how you doing, buddy? Ben, good morning, mate. Welcome along. Let's see, so we've gone and leased the trailer, so not our trailer, but we have leased it. Try and make it a bit easier to sell instead of Doing what we did last time, which was obviously mulching a whole lot of trees. Let's see if we can get these loaded up. They're actually quite long still, aren't they? Just go around the other side. I was going to put them on from this side, but they're actually pretty long logs. Alright, here we go. A few of these ones, these are a bit shorter, probably still too long, probably still overhang over the back. Let's see if we can get this pushed up and in. There we go. Off to the day. Catch you later. Cheers, Bo. Good to see you, mate. Take care. Until next time. Yeah. So we can fix that. Or else we will be hamstrung for our next ones. Push from the other side, that'll fix that up. Right. Be down low enough to push it. Bingo. Precision loading right there. Alright, let's see if we can get two of these sitting up on the other side. Opposite side to each other. So yeah, so is there any questions anyone has about 25 that we could try and get answered maybe from the field on the weekend? Or anything they want us to discuss. Always open for conversation. Do this for you guys as much as anyone else. It'd be easier just to cut the end off this and try and do this, but I'm committed now. Here we go. Heading home this weekend, so Floyd will probably be tuning on Sunday. Well, we'll be live on Saturday morning too, mate. So you can get a double dose. FSG and I are from the fielding on Saturday. And then I'll be live on Sunday. Would be even better as if you downloaded the mods and joined us, mate. Well, appreciate your time at home is valuable though. You're only getting it every couple of weeks, so... FS25 precision farming, that's on my list of questions. There's a few things we haven't heard about yet, right? That's one of them. Seasons, we haven't seen any of the menus or graphic interface or anything like that yet. Always keen to see what might have changed with that. I mean, we still don't actually know a huge amount about the animals either, really. There's a lot more that could be found out about those yet. Some straps over that just to be safe. Might surprise me. I'm not sure yet, Ben. Not sure yet. probably the Poligny or Austin Wild. But we'll just see what jobs they're able to do and where there is to do them. Is logging planned? Yeah, we saw our first images of some logging on the Hutan Pantai, the Asian map trailer last week. So definitely will be logging. In fact, that map looks like it might have a bit more hilly-ish terrain, which would be prime for some logging when compared to Riverbend Springs, for example. Right, there's some logs over here somewhere. Down here. Opened right up. There we go. So working better ground and crop textures. I reckon we're already seeing some better crop textures. Some of the animation textures I've seen on the spinach and, well, not so much the spinach, but was it the bean or pea harvester, looked much better than we've seen previously. I think there's still some scope to improve, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some changes to that before the end of the game. It's a relatively, what I would have thought would have been a relatively easy thing for them to continuously improve on. Just what FDRC's also. Yeah, I haven't actually, he posted a video the other week about his thoughts on Farming Simulator, which I haven't actually taken the time to watch yet, but I was intrigued to get his perspective, see what he had to say. Got him, Farmson Bob. Daylight savings has been going on, so we are an hour earlier in New Zealand. So my stream was actually, I was half an hour late starting it because we have family staying at the moment, so let's wait to see if what time people are going to bed before I start it. Want to make them feel unwelcome. But yes, daylight savings, so kicked off a little bit earlier than what you might have thought. Ooh. Alright, let's get that one put in, and we'll have to tidy up this other one somehow. This could get a bit messy very quickly. Backwards, backwards, backwards. Unthrilled ourselves out of there now. Oof. Alright, this is going south pretty quick. See how much we can get in here. So maybe possible to delete or uninstall mods when you're in the mod selection screen, as in like delete them out of the game. That's an interesting one. Problem is, it basically makes the files read only once you get in and start the game, so that you can't break a mod or. So I don't know how that'd work, but would be a nice way to do it, wouldn't it? Be able to look at it and go, nah, don't want that one for this save. Let's not gamble too much more with that, or we're going to make it a right mess. So we knock it back down and then a bit. I think this is a lease trailer. Be a bit rough with it. Get that strapped on. Not quite ideal, but it'll do. It'll do for now. Gonna have to break out the popcorn frosties for this weekend stream. Absolutely. So 8 PM New Zealand, which will be, 8 AM New Zealand, which will be 8 PM UK time, Friday. So if you want to translate that time for your local time zone, you can. Rip and Cones, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Bit of casual deforestation going on. Right, here's my next lot of trees. There's a chunk of them down there. Let's go and find those ones. And then we're not too far from being full, I reckon. I reckon we can probably just about get all of these ones on the back. It's my hope anyhow. I'm not sure yet whether there'll still be interest on 22 months 25 releases, but will the Oaks realistic stay going? I'd like it to. Yeah, absolutely, Ben. I don't expect any of the servers to disappear overnight. Obviously keen to get some new ones up and running, but plan would be to keep them going as long as we can. Hey Michael, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Kids won't be happy having to listen to Farm Sim on the Mowing commute. Well, unfortunately, it does get even worse once you guys change daylight savings. It'll be even earlier, so my 9 PM becomes your 8 AM, whereas at the moment we're exactly 12 hours. Out of here, good seeing you, Args. It's 0200. What time is the next live? Yeah, 8 AM New Zealand time, 8 PM at UK time. It'll be on Friday afternoon for you. It's 2 AM now. It'll be at midday Friday for you, Corp. That's how that'll translate. Done a good job getting that to slide along before, and now it won't. Here we go. Keep going a little bit. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get this one hooked up and in. Also, I've really enjoyed having this tractor as a loader tractor. It's done a pretty good job. We're going to lose that one though. Rats. Just loading your Aussie Farms map, keen to get to playing. Nice one. Get in there. What stage are you at on your farm? The perfect size for threes is 8 meters. Is that for the trees? Cut them to 8 meters, you reckon? Pickled Egg, hey, are you reading the comments? Hello, Pickled Egg, I am. How you doing? Got the long game going on there. Nice one. Yeah, one way or another it'll still be there. We'll make sure of that. Yeah. Just about maxed out on our reach now. We're not being able to get too many more up on top. What have we got? Let's see, 2 over there. Lunch and a fresh coffee. Nice one, Cool. Sounds like a plan. Alright. These are the last 2. See if we can get them both on at the same time. Let's have a look. Quick question, could you read a few pages of Dr. Seuss One Fish, Two Fish, please, if you don't mind? You have such a nice voice. Thank you. I can't even remember that book. I used to read that to the kids all the time. There we go, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Can't wait to see the new Lego sets I got. Thanks, Mrs. Prof. Gotta get through the other ones first. I still want to keep the ag theme going when I can, but we'll see. See where we end up. If I have to build something else, I have to build something else. Ooh. That's good, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. The Dr. Seuss books were one of my favourites to read to my kids when they were younger. Places You'll Go, such a good story. Right, we are going to go and get this down and see how much we make off this load. Interesting. I forgot you, Tun and I are in a military sci-fi book coming out, and the author is using your idea for a tribute tank for Donald Sutherland. He will be missed. Nice. That's pretty cool, mate. Cool little story. Crazy stage running around trying to keep up with everything, even with the workers. That's always good fun. Nice to have a shared farm on 25 map when they come out. That's the plan, Ben. That's the plan. So what? Currently, is it just gone 4 AM in Nebraska? So it'll be 2 PM for you. 2 PM for you on chat on Friday. That's awesome. Grant, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome along. Luke Lontkowski. What map is this? This map is called Aussie No Man's. It's a 16x 8km square map by Aussie Modding Co-op. If you follow your nose to the pinned comment at the top and then find the main stream, there is a link in the description of the main horizontal stream to find the map. Well, welcome along everyone, if you're only just joining, because it's when I'd normally start if you were not in New Zealand, because we've had daylight savings. Nice to have you here. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Saying before, we've got family staying, so I started late our time, but early most people's time because the daylight savings changed. So we've skipped forward an hour, just gone 10 PM, but of course for you it's probably gone the time I would have normally started streaming. It's gonna be take a little bit of adjustment, always does. Need to concentrate on work. Have a good rest of your stream and see you later. Cheers, Yoran. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Alright, focus on getting across the bridge without any issue, because last week I managed to just about end up in the river twice. Right, I haven't looked now. Where is going to be our best place to sell some logs at this place at the moment? We need to go to this one. And we need to look at wood. Ag Fair, port. We're not going to the port because there's not actually a sell trigger there. So we're stuck with the Ag Fair. That's alright. How are you, Mark? You good, mate? Good to see you. Now I need to figure out where the sell trigger is. You know what I really need? I keep on saying this, I need to install Steel Horse's little mod. I always keep on forgetting to do it. Where is it? Oh, is it there? I was right on top of it. should cut them. I'm not going to. I know I'd get more money if I cut them in half, but let's just see. Oh, goodness. That paid for half the trailer. Goodness, maybe I should have cut them in half. Oof. Okay. What am I most keen for in 25? Oof. Keen to try out the new crops. I'm excited to see those. I want to experience the lighting for myself. It's one thing to. It's always one thing, right? You can watch videos of a game all as much as you like, but until you've seen it on your own screen or your own monitor or whatever, you've done it yourself. You don't actually. You still don't appreciate it. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying that out. I'm interested to see what more can be done with ground deformations. When I mean that, I mean what can modders do with ground deformation. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, get the piece to it. Yeah, there's lots of things like that around realism. I don't think they'll make that happen. I can't see them being that realistic about it. But time will tell. Time will tell. Having been a console player previously before getting into PC, I'm super excited to see the GPS and how that all works and how the new worker system works. I want to know if there's any more changes to animals. So yeah, it's quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, I'd love to see what they can do with the Terrafarm mod now with the ground deformation being a thing. Why is this drifting to the right all not zone? So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Daylight savings for the UK is near the end of the month. Roger that. Right, well the tractor's down the far end, so what have we got? We'll leave that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, gosh, just about 20 or 25 of these trees. Okay, where are we? So, let's go do these two first. Figure out the best way to do them. I wonder if I can... That's such a horrible tree to cut down. Yeah, I so hope Seasons isn't going to be disappointing. Yep. That's a good one too. Varied stock pricing. Yeah. That you didn't always just sell it in July because that's when the best price was. Yeah, more randomness around that would be cool. Agreed. One I have to cut off, it is. You reckon it's worth keeping the end of this tree, or do I just... I might do. I'm tempted just to... Do I have to... Is there a button I can press while I'm doing this? No. There's a way I might have been able to get those to just disappear. Hey Crofty, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. That's still too big. I could always use the delete objects. Maybe I'll use that. Maybe I'll just do these big stone pines, just take the main trunk, and then I'll use delete objects to get rid of everything else, maybe. Hopefully Giants made the workers smarter so they stop running into things. Yeah, I know, I hate it when you workers drive into a river, eh? Pesky workers. Right. Whee! That doesn't bode very well being able to get that up on the truck, does it? There you go. Brute force. Ones all the time. Is it alt mark? Is that it? I'll try that. Thank you. Unloads at silos. So that's the one thing, because if you remember, like 22, you can use workers to go from A to B. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see whether workers will be able to do things like run a grain cart, or can they? Not alt for me. I'm sure it is. It's probably just user error. The other alt. Let's have a look. Check the keybinds. Argsy, that'll be the easiest way to figure it out. How about searchable keybinds? I do have lumberjack. I do have lumberjack mod. Auto drive, bunker silos, dashboard light. All these mods I don't use. Easy diff, expendable pastures, follow me, gunner steering, headland management, toggle intro, lumberjack. Well, that's just got super strength though. It's just for picking things up, not for making them disappear. Should turn the cut ring red. It does it by default if it's on something small enough. But yeah, alt's not doing anything. Oh, there we go. What was this? How did I get that? Am I too close or something? It keeps on popping up just briefly. Okay, there we go. It's just got to find the sweet spot for it. Thank you, Mark. Fountain of knowledge, as always. It's just finding the sweet spot for them. Artificial idiots. Come on. Where's your sweet spot? There it is. Hopefully they've been paying attention to mods many of us have run to make the game a bit more realistic or just more enjoyable than to the base game. Yeah, there's been a few of those. A video game where you cut down trees. Are you kidding? Absolutely. Absolutely not. This is deforestation at its finest. Game audio is really quiet for me. Is it the same for others? If you cut it from the butt of the log, it'll always be red. That's what I thought too, but it didn't want to. Here we go. That might be right. Thank you, Christian. Much appreciated tuning in there on the vertical stream. Look at that. That was easier. A man who knows what he's talking about. Much appreciated. I reckon Rip and Cones, they have listened with a lot of what they're proposing. I feel like there's a lot of things that they've suggested which are very much user driven. Things I've made base games. Hey Ryan, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Alright, now I've got to find the base of the cut again. There it is. Look at that. What a pro. Thank you, Christian, again. It fits a lot of times. It certainly does fit a lot of times. Of course it would fall down on top of there. Managed to turn super strength on? No. Yeah, doesn't want to work either. We can do this. Find it on this one. There it is. Around that side. Alright, next one. Where's our next victim? Over this way. Watching me farm while you actually farm. Well, you're doing it right then. Should we leave that one? We'll leave that one. We'll leave those couple of olives. They can be in between our fields. If I make the initial cut super light, it'll turn red. Right. Can you get me? The stump's fine. It's just when I was trying to cut these, take these annoying pieces off. Alright, it's red every time. Not even when I'm doing anything special, just always red. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, I cut the wrong bit off. Oh well, tree be gone with you. It wasn't worth any money anyhow, the rate they're going. Judy calls another time. All good, my friend. Pleasure having you here. Now wants nothing but to. You get rid of the whole tree in one cut, just cut on red, not on green if you don't need to sell. I'm trying to sell. I just wanted to get rid of the, I just want to keep the trunk, the main part, because it's easier to load that than any of the other bits. Include adding mods during the game without needing to leave the game area. So if you get to, that'd be an annoying. That'd be a great one. So, I was going to say it's annoying when that happens. But it would be a great mod. You gave up. Plugin was too hard for you. Gave up. Was making a mess. Come on. Downside of cutting a whole tree on red is it still shows the tree from a distance, does it? Good to know. Right, let's go. Put this one down, and then we'll go and load some more up. Oops. Well, let's load them up first thing. I pressed the wrong button and tabbed across to this. Actually, that was a good one to leave because that'll create a little island in our field, won't it? Perfect. Cut down then red the stump. So excited for it. I haven't been playing for as long as so many of you, but I'm just talked. I work for a case dealer as a mechanic, so I work on them and then go home to play with them. So I was explaining to my father-in-law tonight. He's sort of asking what I did, and I was explaining it to him. You know, said how many real farmers play the game and like how much I've learned from being told things. You're trying to play the game authentically, and certainly have had a lot of positive feedback and comments from members of the community like yourself who tell me when I'm doing things wrong and congratulate me when I do them correctly. Well, it's looking I'm going to have to play 25 on Xbox for a bit till I get a new PC. Oh. Tell you what though, Chad, with these changes we're seeing, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think you'll enjoy it. No, I haven't tried that. Haven't tried that, Christian. If I was logging on a proper logging map, like Silver Run or something like that, and actually had some proper logging equipment, I'd probably spend a bit more time doing that, but this is all just about getting rid of this garbage. We're going to cut the big trunk, am I? No. All about getting rid of the garbage, so I can create a field here. Cheers, Bender. Good to see you, mate. Have a good one. Appreciate you leaving the lyric. In the spray, I've been raking the beach the last 2 days. Nice. Busy times. Is that what you were mowing the other day? You shared those images on Facebook. Oh, I'm sorry, on Discord of mowing something. Right, edge of the field is there, so let's run along this. 1, 2, 3, 4 to cut down in here. Okay. What are the mosquitoes? Sandfly, it's not a mosquito. Well, hopefully we get a bit more money for these trees. As time will tell. Yeah, these ones won't though. These kind of trees. That's what I did on the other ones, Christian. Just kind of run along them and delimb them, but the way these trees are, they're not actually, they're not good ones for forestry. It's too much manhandling. I can take these branches off. And then I can go through and I can, like each of these limbs, I can take all the sort of useless wood off, and then if I wanted to, I could actually do those too, but they're not worth it. The vast majority of the mass of the wood is in the bit that remains. These ones? Right. Those trees can be frustrating, they certainly can be. Certainly can be. 1, 2, see the shadow of the other one over here. Big pines. Big pines are easy. Yeah. Piece of cake. These ones, not so much at all. They do look good. Oh, they're a nice tree. I agree. This is a good job to do actually when I'm not building Lego too. So if I was trying to build Lego doing this, we wouldn't get anywhere at all. What's the GPS mod we're running on the series with the Farmson Guide? That is VCA, Vehicle Control Add-on. Ripping cones. Can I ask if I was going to attempt and go, nah, not tonight, Ryan. I don't know if you tuned in a bit, if you were here from the start or not, Ryan, but it was daylight savings. So I'm probably going to stream. I might go for a little bit longer because I started a little bit late, but for you it'll be an hour earlier than normal. Stream under this one is a go shit chopping the head on a big fish, is that right? Oh, I've made it then. Oh. Oh, fisherman. Fisherman chopping up. God bless YouTube, right? I gotta admit, I'm enjoying doing the vertical streams as well. Just for the different interaction, different people I'm meeting. It's cool. Right. Truck over here. Someone cake, you say cake. Can be whatever cake you want it to be. That way. The last time I cleared a field, we actually chipped all the trees, made wood chips and sold those. Looks like a more friendly, user-friendly. It has its pros and cons. Here's its pros and cons. If you're wanting to, say, windrow and then use the same course for a baler, it won't work because, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I thought they might have added it into VCA, but I don't think you can save a course and load it up on another piece of equipment, so from that point of view it doesn't work very well. But in terms of just sort of pressing the button and go, it's kind of good. Unless you use, yeah, there you go. So if you use the same tractor you can, because you just don't reset it. It's a good way to suggest it, Mark. But so if you were using a combine for mowing straw or cutting wheat and wanted to bale the straw swath afterwards, it wouldn't work because obviously you can't run a baler behind a combine unless you use some special assortment of mods. Got here when you said hi. Yeah, figured that. Thought that'd be the case. So yeah, it's just gone 10:30 here, local time. Right, go over and lift it on. What do you reckon? That might just be a full load. Oh no, we should be able to make a few more on there, right? Alright, let's keep going. Set the width and then lock the VCA course on the swath. Yes, that's true, you can do that when you've got something like a swath to line up with. There's always ways, there is ways. But you can't save a course. Does it? See, that doesn't save between games. So if you cancelled your game or exited your game and went back in, it wouldn't work, would it, Mark? You'd have to do it all at the same time. Is that right? Tom Lithgow, excited for FS22 Are you talking about Flight Sim 2024? I am actually. I'm also excited for Farming Simulator 25. Yeah, I'm pretty keen to give. I haven't played Flight Sim for a long time, but I've always wanted to get my private pilot's license, and I've kind of been thinking that maybe this summer could be a good time to start that out. So I thought maybe we could do a little bit of a hybrid channel and do a little bit of Flight Sim and actual learning to fly on it. We'll see. It's kind of a plan. Won't be before Christmas, that's for sure, just with everything else that's going on in life, but I've already got my, if I did a new channel, it'd be Alpha Golf. Although there's lots of Alpha Golf channels, as it turns out, but Farmsim 25. All good, mate, all good. I am excited for FS25. I'm excited for both of them. It does say for, there we go. Okay. Learning, always learning. I'll learn so much from you lot. Very knowledgeable folk. BCA courses saved between sessions. 2 combines, 4 Steigers and 2 Magnums. Well, that's definitely, it sounds more like an auto drive and courseplay function than trying to do it yourself. Have to go, dogs, need a walk, see you later. Cheers, why? Catch you later, buddy. Good to have you here. How are you, Hanson? You good, mate? Nice to have you here as well. It is. Hey, Mr. Marcel, how you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome along. November is expensive with both FS and FS releasing. Good to see that FS got in front of FS though. Might have been a tough gig the other way around. Alright. I just think when 25 comes out, you won't even have to run courseplay because those new AI workers are just going to be so smart, they'll do it all for you. It'll be heaven. It looks mint. Yeah, I agree, Tom. I agree. You run courseplay, I only do it for the very boring jobs so you love seeding and combining. So how do you run 4 combines then? Oh, 2 combines. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't want that tree anyhow. One less I have to load. Oh, it's a big bug. You're a big sucker, what? I've just got a window open somewhere in the house that's letting them all in. Hey Dylan, how are you doing? Make things much smoother, certainly will. Certainly is going to. Right. Courseplay running a few combines that I drive on the trucks and you'll sort out the chaser bin. I really enjoyed on Tahitian County the other day getting the I used Courseplay for bins on that for the first time in a while and that worked really well. I was quite impressed. I love that tree noise when it hits the ground. It's quite satisfying. Alright, Thumps and Bob, are you still there? You still floating around? Lurking? Just gonna have a look. Lyrican, you are still there. Perfect. I downloaded that Caster Labs, mate, and I was just having a look. I've got it running at the same time as my other chat. But it's a little bit laggy, but it does bring up both the vertical and horizontal stream chats at the same time, so I can see them. It doesn't, wow, I'll have to have a look and see if there's settings. But I can't tell if it differentiates between where the source is coming from. Like at the moment I can't tell, other than looking at names back on the stream, which is which. But it's definitely working, which is good. Any truth to the rumor I heard that the new AI workers only one at a time, only one comment at a time, and empty them yourselves? Don't know. Don't know if there's any truth. I haven't seen anyone who's played it otherwise. I know Giants have been very particular about what they've let content creators and that have access to so far. And the AI workers system was one that they haven't actually been able to use. So I don't know. They were able to use the GPS function, driving it themselves, but actual AI workers to do any work hasn't been active in any of the versions I've seen played, at least, which is the Gamescom and PAX edition. So there you go. That's all I know. Good to have the old machinery discounts like in 17, where discount on certain brands. There's some stuff I never played 17 or 15, but there's some stuff that was in those games which seemed really advanced and would, yeah, it does sound like it'd be nice to have some of those features back. Another one I found out was it 17 had land auctions, kind of like the way the auction mod works, and that. So I mean, while we've got it in 22 and had it in 19 through the work of modders, it would be cool to have it back in the game. I've actually got early access to another farming game which comes out next week, Global Farmer. So I don't know if anyone's had a look at that. It's a very interesting looking game. Graphically, it is 10 years old, but some of the features on it, it looks like it's not quite a procedurally generated, but you can play anywhere in the world. Hence it's titled Global, which looks pretty cool. However, and it's got some cool functions around crop management, like actually needing nitrogen, like it has P and K, not just fertilizer. So there's a few interesting things on that, but I don't know how good it's actually going to be. Like, yeah, the equipment and combines and that, obviously no branding, but certainly made to look like things from a good company too, Aerosoft, who make some other simulation. They're very heavily involved in the Microsoft world with Flight Sim, but damn, I thought I might be pushing it, trying to get that one on. See if we can launch it like a Kraber toss. Let's get it off the side. Oof, right. Let's call it quits without that one. Go and see what this load's worth. I feel like it's heavier than the last load because we're going a lot slower. So, from a point of view, we've got 2 logs over there. We've got 2, 4, 5. So we haven't got many trees to go. I was thinking maybe I'd stop and just mow that end, but I reckon we'll get this finished off and then maybe get it mowed before we wrap things up. That'd be good. Pulled pork pizza. Sounds good too, Hanson. Your Uber Eats me one. Eating the post. Probably went stale before I got to you, Ben. Takes 2 weeks to get there, you go. Moldy pizza. So let's just, I wonder if I can text size, use color. Streaming platforms, so I can change the colors on the text size down actually, which is nice. Oh, does it show the user's platform? Well, that just shows whether you're on YouTube or not. So it doesn't differentiate between right, so I'll give you a test. Oh, let's do a test. Oh goodness, let's not roll our truck. At least there was no water involved. Why is my super strength not working? There we go. Come on, turn around. Oh, FSG. Please do something, not me. I'll do a test here, Bob. If you send me a message, put a message in chat, and I'll tell you how long between. Nobody saw anything. So nobody saw anything. Ripping cones. I'll tell you when it pops up. Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There, so it's about 10 seconds behind. So no, it's not unmanageable. If I didn't have the other chat up, I'd be okay. It's getting late, we can understand you're getting sleepy. So no, it's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So the last load of logs we made about 4 grand off. I reckon we're going to make 7 off this lot, just based on the fact it was unstable and made me tip over. That's my justification, I'm sticking to it. Do I have to unstrip? Maybe not. Maybe I do. Or maybe I wasn't on the sell point properly. Yes, look at that. 7.5 grand. So almost double the other ones. Makes it worthwhile. You just drove through a section of your crops watching you tip the truck. Do you have crop destruction on, ripping cones? That's the important question. And interesting actually, that's the message on. So I wonder if it just polls it. It's how often it polls messages. Could be that. Ooh. Ooh. Why am I getting some involuntary steering? I have to clean the sensors on my controller. I can accept no responsibility for your actions of driving while watching a mobile device. Ripping cones, not today. Not today. Right, let's go get these last ones taken care of. Dealt to. Definitely worthwhile doing anyhow. Watch out for the water. Thank you, Ryan. I'm acutely aware of that water every time now. I built some fences up on the side of it, so there's no way I can get over it. I'm sure I'd still find a way. That's why I deliberately have a farm that's a distance from anything else. GPS and cruise control. That's the one thing in 22 I've never got to work is the headland mode in GPS, which is meant to switch the GPS off when it gets to a certain distance away from the headland. Never actually functioned for me. Gosh, this looks so different already just driving up here without all those trees. Gerda's going to be horribly upset. Oh well. Unlucky. Well, as always, thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate having you here with us. Nice to have your support. Nice to have you tuning in and watching. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up, be much appreciated. We have, Grant. We have indeed. It happened on the weekend, so. I don't think you're Victoria, aren't you? I was talking to a mate last night, and who's in Victoria, and he's not till another month or something. Hey, Shea, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Now, while I've got your attention, while Shea's now here, Shea's doing a... Do you mind if I... I'm sure you won't mind because you want to fundraise for it. She's doing a charity walk. She's walking for the Stroke... Is it the Stroke Foundation? And she has a Give a Little page under Shea Hanma. If you go to... It's a GoFundMe, not Give a Little. GoFundMe page, isn't it, Shea? If you want to go donate and contribute to her cause, which is the Stroke Foundation, go along and find that. I'll plug it again on the weekend when we're doing our From the Field with FSG. But yeah, if you want to go and support her and donate something towards her cause, that'd be much appreciated. I should find the link, but I'm lazy. Right, why can I not get these rings now? Oh, there we go. I did have to... It's interesting, now it's working if I hold Alt down. System's broken. No, you don't need to see Queensland's like that, right? Queensland doesn't have daylight savings time either. That caught me out when we were over there last. South Australia changes coming Sunday, right. My old man's in South Australia at the moment. He's in Adelaide for work, or for a meeting, conference. Something. Stroke Association. Thank you, Shea. There you go. Let's have a quick look here, because I found it the other day. It should pop up as a recently... Come on. Oh, why is it not popping up? Here it is. She's walking 60 miles during the month of October in support of the Stroke Association. So I copy the link for that. Jump back over into here. So this is actually going to be a good way I can test this too. What happens if I send a message here? Does it pop it in both chats? Be a good test. Hey Slinger Players, how you doing? I'm doing good, mate. There we go. So there's the link to it if anyone wants to go and donate to Shea's cause there. Be much appreciated. Just no obligation to. If you've got $1 or $2 spare, I'm sure it'll be all much appreciated. So I only posted it in one chat. That's interesting. I'm doing good, Slinger. How about yourself? Nice to see you. 60 miles. What does that translate to? 100 kilometers, is it? times 1.6. 96 kilometers. It's about 100 kilometers. Awesome effort. Ah. I don't know if this is salvageable or not. It's just made it worse. I shouldn't have tried. Rats. This could be a get rid of it. It's more harm than it's hassle than it's worth. About 100 kilometers, there we go. Not far off. Let's try this a different way. It'll save me from flipping over. Oh, you have a little faith, Bob. But you're right, it's like trainer wheels. If it was the last one on top, I probably would have. How frustrating. Oh my goodness. I might have to leave it like this at this rate. Oh, okay. It got scared. Alright, let's give that a bit of a heave-ho. Alright, let's see if we can rescue it now from the other side. Things like this always inconvenience a farmer, right? All this is going to do now is probably lift it up. Yes, great success. I will not be defeated. You're buying an Argsy Gaming Rules t-shirt for Llama. Nice. Thank you, Cher. It's awesome. What time am I getting off? I don't know, Slinger. Maybe another half hour or so. I want to try and get all these trees cut down and a bit of grass mown. So we'll see how we go. Time-wise. Am I going to be able to pick both of these up in one go? Didn't think I would. Kind of need to pinch them that way. It's the only way it's going to work. Like that. Oh, I might be on a winner. Looks like good fun, that's for sure. Has its moments, Slinger, has its moments. I've really enjoyed this this map and doing what we're doing. It's always a little bit different when you've created everything, like the farm and everything yourself. Not playing on a pre-built farm or pre-made fields or anything like that. A little bit more of a sense of achievement. Right, let's get these last few cut down. Not many left. Is that not rotating now? Kind of mushy now. happy to help. That's what this community is all about. Lifting people up. Alright, I'm going to go and cut them all down so we can get this all over and done with, and then it's just the loading left. Get as much of a cut as we can. Yeah, do that. Definitely keep us posted. In fact, it'd be cool. I don't know if you can on your page, just keep people updated that way. Hope you realise that you've cut down more trees than some Aussie farmers are allowed to in their lifetime. Probably. And for that, I'm not sorry. Bushfire hazard. Dingoes is living in them. Infested with termites. What other excuses could I come up with? No kangaroos were no koalas were harmed in the making of this episode. How are you anyhow, Jason? You good, mate? Nice to see you. Whoa, where did that chainsaw come from? Yes, we are going to have it from the field this weekend, Bob, on Saturday morning New Zealand time, 8 AM New Zealand time, which I think will be 8 PM UK time. We're going to do it on Sunday, but FSG's out. And then I'm away next weekend, and the weekend after that, and the weekend after that, and just about the weekend after that. It's that time of year, right? There's lots going on. I'll do my best to keep up with farms and stuff. Right, this one up here, and then I think that's going to be it. Just to see if there was one more closer to the road. You have a lot of yellow lightning strikes around here. You usually have a cat logo on them. There's drunk operators again, right? I did actually notice that when I was over at Bathurst. Actually, we went all because that's the most rural and inland I've been in Australia. Getting in around, we stayed in Orange, but you know, right through the Blue Mountains into Orange and through there. I did notice that, like, just how many trees in that there are around. Right, let's just do this quickly. I should be able to get a look. So there's none more down there. We've got those olive trees to get rid of. That one can stay. That one we were keeping. Done. Right. So we've got to load 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to put in the truck, and then we are out of here. 3 AM WA time. Yeah, sorry, Scott. If only we could please everyone time zone wise. We do our best. We try and do our best. Summer with sports, yeah. Yeah. I'll put my name down and volunteered to coach an extra futsal team next 10 weeks for the Nationals, under 15 boys team for our region. Take them to the national tournament, which is going to be a bit of an adventure. Yeah, no, it's definitely lots of national park. It's time to go to bed now, Argsy. Hey, Nismo, how are you, buddy? Are you still in Japan? How's that all going? It was more on the other side of Bathurst, sort of all the way through to Orange, how open some of that area was. Or not open, but how many trees there were in some of that area. Right, next. 2 more after this one. One more to go. Do you know what? Actually, we've got one more. There's one more log down by the yard. I should probably go and grab that, but we're not going to bother. That could be saved for another time. Hey, you're welcome, Bob. Yeah, I'll catch you at the weekend, buddy. And thanks also for the tip on that. That little app. That's pretty cool. I can just differentiate between people who are chatting on vertical and horizontal. That'd be pretty cool. That would just top it off. So that might be a bit more of something to figure out, but we'll see. I'm sure we'll get there. Lates, you're off to bed. See you next time. Cheers, Mrs. Prof. I hope to catch you on the weekend. A lot of trees around now. The machinery's bigger. They are right pain. Oh, I can imagine. In fact, I've watched a few videos of that Zell's planter, and just watching them try and navigate around like a tree or a water area or something like that just looks so difficult. Right, I wanted to go in here and do delete objects because we're just going to do this the easy way. Alright, this would have been the easy way to clear the whole lot of them, wouldn't it? But use it judiciously for this. Catch you later, Scott. Enjoy your dinner, mate. Thanks for having... Well, pleasure to have you here. Thanks for joining in. Our laws are that harsh, we couldn't take that tree out. A challenge, eh? There's always something. Always something getting in the way of something else. Right, let's have another look. If we go up nice and high. Alright, what have we got? Oops. Let's keep those couple. Keep those couple. Keep those couple. And we're done. We're going to keep that one tree. I feel like I was going to keep a few more trees than just that, but that'll do. Good spot, not much further out. There's not much of anything for a long way. Yeah, I can imagine. Got to get back to work now. Catch you later. Cheers, Ben. Good to see you, mate. Take care. Nice to have you here. All right. Let's grab the mower. Go make a start real quickly on a little bit of mowing. Which will set us up for next week, which will be baling, wrapping, loading, selling. Just looking, our diesel's low, we'll fill that up while we're just here. And then we'll be back into the crops. Nice to have a little bit of a break from those though. I feel like that's all we've done the last few. Harvest, 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 harvest. Yeah, I'm jumping over on the vertical shed. Did I enjoy my trip? My weekend away in Wellington? It was a fantastic weekend. Over too quickly. But it was beautiful weather. Good result in the rugby. So, yeah, it was good. It wouldn't be fun if you deleted everything all the time. Exactly. Exactly. That's kind of the easy way, isn't it? Right. Let's see now. This unfolded. Now, I don't want to get too close to that. And I need to make sure we've got our real mower turned on. And right, looks like it is. Now if I go... There we go. Bit of VCA for mowing. Happy days. The Batwing mower is a great choice. I haven't used it much for this kind of work, but I feel like it's very appropriate. I feel like I should have got rid of that one there now. Now that I looked at it. But we've made our choice. Now I'm trying to make sure I keep a decent space between our fields, so when it comes time to use some courseplay in them, we're not going to get caught out. Now I should, do I have 90? I don't. Let's turn that on real quick. What is it? No. There we go, VCA. Lane guidance every 90 degrees. That's that. Why is that not change direction? There we go. That worked out good. Light time. Because it's night time. Off to see John Barrowman, and then I'm going to see the Rocky Horror Show. Nice. Did you know the Rocky Horror Show was written by a Kiwi? Here you go. Little old New Zealand overachieving on the world stage once again. don't know what's going on with this dead zone on this, my little steering wheels. I'm assuming that's what it is. Popping out all the time. A few little bits of wood like that. You can see that bit of wood just sitting there. A few of those lying around. You didn't. Well, there you go. Educational as well as entertaining. That's what I like to say about my streams. I think there's one bit of wood bumped up and over there. It's going to be, actually, because we'll be able to see now. I don't want to go too far, I'm going to mow into the other field. But it's going to be quite a nice little field in there, isn't it? A bit bigger than I thought. Also go to the musical 6. Awesome. Lots going on, which is good, isn't it? Keep yourself busy. Good way to be. A little bit worried about this steering wheel. Don't want this little module to be going broke. So I think we'll finish this up next time. Another bit of wood. Well, that's a whole that's a whole stump we missed. Stream helps you out and gives you lots of ideas. Nice. Oh, I'm pleased for that. That's awesome. Blue Collar Living, how are you? Love your videos. Am I ready for 25? Almost ready. It's going to come around incredibly fast. But looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Got a long list of things I want to do when it starts. So we'll see how much of it we can fit in. We'll have fun doing it. That's the main thing. "45 days to go." Oh, that's what I was going to do. I haven't set it up yet properly. I ran out of time, Hanson, but I had a little countdown widget that I was going to put. It's a little embed from a website that I've created. I was going to embed that in the stream and have that on the stream as well. Need to do that for the weekend. Which PC steering wheel would you recommend for Farm Sim? Do you have any joysticks or anything, Philip? So I've used both the Thrustmaster T248 and the Hori farm stick. What is it? Vehicle control system. A big fan. Oops, that didn't do what it was meant to do. If you want it just for Farming Simulator, nothing else, or maybe Truck Simulator, but if it's not for racing, I'd probably go the Hori, just because it's not a force feedback steering wheel and it's got a nice centering spring in it, so you let it go, it goes back to center, and that's purely the only reason. I still think the farm stick, the Thrustmaster farm stick, slightly better than the side panel, but yeah, that would be my choice if I was gonna get one outright, having tried them both out. If you're getting the Thrustmaster, that's a different decision. That becomes, yeah, so that's just a steering wheel decision then. You could look at the, and I haven't used the Mozza steering wheel. They've got the big truck one. That could be an interesting wheel to try out. But yeah, if you're just getting a wheel that you're just going to use for Farming Simulator, maybe try out or check out the Thrustmaster T, was it 148, 128? A slightly smaller sibling to the one I've got, which is the 248. We'll see, Goggle I can't quite do it in 3D yet. Haven't figured out how to do that, or the VR version. But we're doing it as many ways as we can. What in the portrait? Are you and FSG going to have competitions like you all did in 22 with the Silver and Forest map? That's the plan. We want to bring the Logging League back. So yep, we're definitely going to do it. What we might do is see if we can get a server up and going before Christmas, and do what we did last year, which was kind of have just a little pre-season friendly competition just to try out the new maps and see what they're like. And yeah, I mean, we don't know how much logging there's going to be on any of the maps. A little bit of an idea because the Lonka's got logging already, so we can see that. But from what I've seen so far, I reckon Hutan Pantai is going to have more logging than Riverbend Springs. So yeah, it'll be interesting, but definitely keen to get some more Logging League going. You're welcome, Philip. If you want to know anything else about what I've got and how I found it, I won't proclaim to know everything because, as a lot of you know, this is what I use all the time. Bit of a cheat, but I'm always using a steering controller with the little steering wheel built into it, so I can't proclaim to be a good advertisement for using steering wheels. But how am I? I'm doing good, Google. How about yourself, mate? I'm getting extremely excited for 2025 to come out. I'm excited to have a play with 25 and actually experience some of these things for myself. That's what I'm most looking forward to. Zimonink, is this No Man's? This is Aussie No Man's. It's a larger version. It's a 16x map, so 8x8, PC only. Sorry, Betheka, what's the mod for those course indicators? That's Vehicle Control Add-on, VCA, which is also a mod hub. This map's not a mod hub, you'll need to get it through King Mods. There's a link to it in my mainstream description, or I did a map tour of it when it first came out, which had a link to it as well, so you can find it that way. Custom Kid, what's your favourite John Deere tractor? 8RX. After that, I'd have to go for a 6 series. Older 6 series, like a... what year would it be? I'm trying to remember now. Early 2000s? Like a 6... I'm trying to remember what it is. 6.2 something? Which is what we've got on my family farm. Did I see the MF map finally got out on Mob Hub? I did see that. How did I know that? Because suddenly my map tour started getting lots more views. Yeah, VCA, that's it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty powerful what it can do. You can get it to turn on headlands, which I haven't done again tonight, but learned about that the other day. I wasn't going to bother doing all this. I thought I'd quit and go to bed, but I've got chatting and might as well carry on now. Not going to take too long. I need to remember to go and sell that last load of logs too. And see how many pieces of wood I can push around. Where did that bit go? Actually just disappeared. Weird. What's my favourite truck? Oh goodness. I'm not going to go through and ask me for my favourite everything, are you? Kenworth K200. I'm going to try and set it up on your server. The first one did not work. Courseplay, but it's pretty underwhelming. In what regard did you find it underwhelming? Courseplay is great if you're wanting to use it to automate harvesting, whereas this is, Courseplay's an advanced worker tool, whereas this is me doing all the work still. Just sets me up on GPS versus the guidance steering mod. Do you think GPS will be the same or similar in 25 than it is now, or how do you think it'll be from all the videos back 25? It'll be much different. It'll be very much a automatically detect the field width and press go. Or automatically detect the implement width and press go. Probably be a little bit more like VCA is than the features you've got on like guidance steering by Wobster. Got stuck at 99% even with only the map on the server. That's interesting. I hope it works out as it is. What map would I recommend for roleplay? Depends what you want to do. Depends what you want to do. I liked UMRV was a good one for that. Depends whether you want to do a UK or a US based roleplay or elsewhere in the world. Stitzer by MRG would be a good one actually if you wanted to be like dairy farming. It's got a town, it's got lots of different dairy farms you could have some cool interactions with. Workers still kind of act dumb, reverse through fields. Yeah. Headland widths is probably your main thing for that. But try and increase the number of headlands. Look at this field. This field's great. Nice big long passes in it, which is good. Probably is it? Oh, no, it's the same length as that one. Not longer than it is. Speaking to a guy the other day, said the K200 is getting out of hand price-wise, Mac over 100k cheaper loaded up. Are they still making them new, Ron? Deceptive actually. There's still a kind of a decent chunk of land still in here on the right. Oh goodness, get back on that. Ah. Happens, but not as much as base game. It's amazing when you have lots to get done. Courseplay is amazing when you've got lots to get done. I had a lot of fun on my West Aussie back in 19 when I used a lot of Courseplay and auto drive. It was fun. Some days I'd just let the computer run for 2 or 3 hours, harvesting grain carts, trucks, all doing their thing, and I'd hardly have to touch them. It was kind of cool. Always the thrill of success when you get everything working how you want it to. That's probably the highlight for me using anything like that. Zando Gamer, hello, welcome. FS22, FS25 is going to be revolutionary. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing some big performance upgrades now that we don't have the older gen consoles supported. I think that's going to be the biggest difference. Didn't know that, Ron. Struggle with auto drive, wish I could use it. The way I think of auto drive and how I always describe it to people is it's like train tracks. And if you want it to go in a certain direction, you build some rail lines. And if you want it to change, you need to put a junction box in. And then you set up stations. And if you think about it that way, it's kind of always feels kind of simple. can have a piece of track where it can go both ways, or you can have a piece of track which only goes one way, so you have to put a piece of track in next to it which goes the other way. Then you were playing Farm Manager Sim. It was a little bit like that, Handsome, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Now I've got the multiplayer servers where I just tell you guys what to do, and it's just the same as playing Farm Manager Sim. Right, last chunk, little triangle in here. Never end up doing that, I know. I talk a big talk, but that's all it is, right? The other thing to do, ripping cones, is find a, depending on what map you're on, see if there's a course, pre-made course, because then you can see how someone else has made it, and you can experiment with creating new courses and trial and error. Because again, that's always the success of getting something like that to work is always a big buzz. Your grandson's getting really excited about 25 cents you poured it. Nice. Shouldn't have told them. That's cool though. I love when kids get excited about things like this. It must be nice to have a shared hobby with them, Chad. Got your llama ticket, share. Well, I would dearly love to be able to get to llama, but it's only a such a short event to go such a long way for, so. And it's summer here and winter there, so it doesn't have that appeal like FarmCon does in the middle of your summer. You're on Aussie Farm. Which are you on the? Oh, on Aussie Farms. There is one, because the one FSG and I had. Have a look on the auto drive creators Discord if you're on that. Because they've definitely made one, because I used it. FSG and I used it on Aussie Farms. Might have been actually, it was an auto drive guy one, because there was some things done on it which are not how I'd do them, but we made it work for what we wanted to do. So yeah, have a look on the auto drive guy's YouTube page, and he normally has a link to download his courses from. Definitely going to try to get to FarmCon. Nice share, nice. I'm on the fence. I'd dearly love to be there again next year, but we'll just have to wait and see what the release of 25 brings, and whether I can convince Mrs. Argsy to go. I want her to come again. Yeah, definitely look on. I'm pretty sure the Auto Drive guy's YouTube page would be the best bet, ripping cones, not Discord. Sorry, I've been ignoring the vertical chat at the top there. Your laptop crashed, you haven't been able to play 22 in 2 months, Custicle. That sucks. Getting a mow on now. Yeah, I wasn't going to bother doing it, Slinger, but we've kind of just carried on, and here we are mowing. Phantom MS Dhoni. Oh, hello, welcome along. MS Dhoni is a fantastic cricketer. Nice person to be a fan of. Very, very talented man. Jesse Fishing, hi, how you doing? What's the map? This is Aussie No Man's. It is a 16x, 8 kilometre square. Basically, build your own farm map, which is what we've done. What website do I recommend for mods? ModHub. ModHub's the only one I can recommend, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Giants partner or anything. I'm saying that because it's the only way I can guarantee that you're going to have mods that have been tested and will be good. But other than that, check out modders on Facebook. If there's a mod you like, find their Facebook page, see how they release their mods if it's a PC only one. A lot of them now have itch pages, which is a great way for them to share their mods. Yeah. Right, we're done. So. It's a job well done. I'm happy with that. I'm actually over the moon with how that field's turned out. Not a bad effort for 2 hours. So we'll get in and get this all windrowed up and baled next time. We'll be moving forward a day though. We'll be doing that in December. Not ideal, but will be what it'll be. But before we wrap things up and disappear, we'll go down and sell that last load of trees. Get that all out of here. Friendly competition, who is the better farmer, me or FSG? Oh, I'm going to back myself every day of the week. Why that's sitting there running, but it was. Right. Jump out there. What do you reckon is there? There's not 7 grand on there because there's less trees. 5? None, because I can't get the trigger. It's just in here. There we go. 5,279 plus 14, what's that? 80, 93. $5,293. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Right. Main yard. Go. There you go. Ripping cones, there's my train tracks. And there's my station. So I got one track going one way and the other track going the other way, and it just sticks on those. Can't hop from side to side, you need a junction. Oops. Let's do that. Alright. Where to download the map? Have a look on King Mods. GC Fishing. What are the lines on my screen? That is vehicle control add-on. One toxic boy. What are the white lines, George? Here you go. Vehicle control add-on is the mod that runs those. Yeah, so I think with that we are done. We've got a great big field. We are going to, like I said, we'll move forward a month next month, and I think we're going to find that these 2 fields are both going to be ready to harvest. This one will need to be windrowed and baled and wrapped. These are pretty easy to harvest. But I'm going to have to do something with the soybeans. I'm going to have to... I've emptied a bin out, haven't I? We emptied that one out last week. So I think we're good for soybeans. So that's what we're going to do. Didn't hear what place to get mods. Mod Hub's the main place, Jesse, but if you want to go, I'd go and find modders' Facebook pages and see how they share their mods through that. Itch pages, itch.io pages. Yeah, go through those. Don't go in any of the like fs22.com, fs22mods.com, any of those pages. You're opening yourself up to a world of trouble. So always try and get it from some sort of authentic location. Or official, original. That's the main thing. Hope I figure it out. Thanks. Cheers for the chat, mate. Enjoy your night. Yeah, you too, Ripping Cones. Good to have you here, mate. Something is coming, so I'll see you on this week. Cheers, Chad. Right. Well, on that note, I am going to wrap up the stream for tonight. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Appreciate having you all here. Great to see so many on both the vertical and horizontal streams. If you haven't already dropped a thumbs up on either of those, please do before you leave. And otherwise, take care. Enjoy the rest of your week doing whatever it is you're doing. We will be live on Saturday morning New Zealand time, 8 AM Saturday New Zealand time, 8 PM UK time, with the Farm Sim guy with a From the Field. We will be talking about all things FS25, what we know so far, what we don't know, what we still need to learn, yeah, and what to expect over the next 40-ish days until the game releases. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So make sure you tune in. Just so you all know, I did have my safety gear on while we were doing that too. All that logging, cutting down trees. There we are. Good looking man. Yes, anyhow, you guys all take care. I'll catch you again soon. Bye.